Tonight's meeting with flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for coming.
Move to silence, please.
Yes, sir.
And their guests.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, roll call.
Mr. Bender?
Here.
Mrs. Hoover? Here. Dr. Krug?
Here.
Mrs. Krug? Here. Mrs. Lee? Mr. Rocco?
Here.
Mr. Basil?
Here.
Mr. Westrick?
Here.
Ms. Simchak?
Okay, no guests and patrons have signed up, so we'll go right to superintendent's report.
Yeah, Dr. Krug, hi. I don't have much of a report, because I'm just kind of getting back in the swing from my extended absences here. The only two things I really want to mention to the board, and one we just talked about before the board convened, is we are still planning on doing an auction of surplus items up at the old high school. Jeff Smith is out this week for a medical issue. He comes back next week. He and I are going to talk about a day to do that. We still need to decide whether we want to get an auctioneer or just do a silent auction. We didn't really talk about that at this level. That's the only thing I think we need to decide is how we want to do it. And then we're going to get that scheduled as soon as possible before the weather turns inclement. The only other thing I wanted to mention was I know there's also a lot of people anxious for us to get the open house scheduled. We had made a decision early on. We felt we really wanted to wait until the building was not just done, substantively done, but I mean done to a detail, which would mean the gym and the auditorium being finished, because those are obviously two showplace pieces that we want to show off. I haven't gotten an update on the gym. I know the auditorium is pretty well close to being done, so we're looking at probably the third week, or not next week, the week after that in October. I just need to talk to Dr. Tibbett and Ms. Prebish for a moment and make sure it's a good day, but we do want to get that done in the next 2 or 3 weeks so that people can come in and see the building, because it is beautiful. And actually, that's all I had.
Okay. Mr. Ashurst, did you have something you want to say tonight, or anything you need to bring us up on?
I have a couple things I can give you an update on.
Yep.
So it's been a month since I started the school district, and I've been working with Mindy on some of the year-end activities, like the annual financial report. Our audit will be coming up soon, so hopefully Mark Turnley has somebody come up and they can help us. We completed the TRAN, which was the tax revenue anticipation note. Along with that, we had to do EMA reporting, which is basically for the Municipal Securities Board, so they're aware. We completed the Act 85, which the state is currently paying our debt services. So all of our bond payments have been covered by the state at this point. What we're not sure about is once we get our subsidies, whether they will take them immediately, whether they'll take them in payments. But as of now, our bond payments are taken care of and we don't have to worry about them. Been monitoring cash on hand daily. We're in a good spot. I'm thinking at least for the next 2 to 3 months we shouldn't have any issues operating. And there's been a couple roadblocks as far as just getting access to different systems within PDE, like PDE and Pliget itself. I think I've had conversations with Pliget 5 different times now in the past 7 days. Still getting there. Hopefully by the end of this week I'll have access into that. And just learning the software has been one of the bigger roadblocks, but slowly but surely we're getting there.
Good. Anybody have questions for him? Good. Okay. All right. Since Dave Whitmer's here, can we add site logic to the, in case there's an update of any kind?
Sure, it's good. I really wasn't invited, but I thought I'd give you an update because not a lot of time left.
Yes.
So I can roll through this real quick.
Please.
I'll give you an update on the schedule. As of right now, the auditorium is 99.9% completed. It's scheduled to be cleaned Saturday and Sunday. I have the codes inspector to do a walkthrough Monday morning, and then we can turn the auditorium over. There are a few things that need to be addressed as far as the production equipment and the stage stuff that Chris and the vendor have to get together on, as well as the school staff that's going to operate that equipment. But as for right now, the auditorium is ready to go. Give you an update on the gym. We have the new rooftop compressor. It's in the shop. It's going to be set on Monday. It takes a day to wind that system down, put the new compressor in, and then a day to get it run. We wanna let it run for about a week and make sure we got good constant humidity and dehumidification in the gym. So the following week, which would be that following Monday, is it the 17th, I think, or?
13.
13th, yeah. That week, then we can schedule the deficiency repairs in the gymnasium with the floor, the line striping, the logo, and that kind of thing. So I'm anticipating that, the contractor tells us it's only 3 days. The following week, we should be able to turn the gymnasium over. I do have to get an inspection on the wood shop yet. All the equipment is not quite in its exact spot yet, but it will happen. And also I need a final inspection from the county conservation district to walk around the site. Hank is scheduled to be back next week to do a punch list on the auditorium and the civil punch list, which is outside. I did get the message today about you requesting a punch list. Right now they're in the closeout documents, but we can pull them out and get them emailed to you. There are punch lists of each individual phases. The contractors are signed off on 99.9% of everything. We've signed off on a lot of things. We are waiting on the gym punch list yet to be completed by the flooring vendor.
Any questions?
Schedule, I can give you a financial update, I know you wanna hear that.
Go ahead.
Okay, right now, we're paid out 99.67%. There's, about $983,734 balance to be paid yet. We're anticipating all the billing to be in, except our retainage, by the end of October. So I'm thinking the end of October, beginning of November, we should be paid out. If that goes along with your payment process.
Yep.
Okay, right now, left in the contingency, we have $216,742.86. There are 2 change orders that need to be signed. I think you have them in your folder tonight. So that should be the last of the expenditures. Now, there are 2 things that are in the works. I've been working with the principals on. I know they did have a vendor come through and got an estimate for blinds, or what we call them, curtains. So there's an option there for that, as well as there's some sound panels maybe being requested in the rooms that do not have ceilings in, which are the science room, chemistry rooms, and the art rooms. So there is an option with this contingency to do that work if you choose to.
Dave, I didn't mean to interrupt, but just so I'm clear, I know about the blinds issue. You're looking at that as a change order or something on contingency?
If you're looking for money to use,
Oh,
there
okay.
is
You're
contingency
just
money
saying
to
there's-
use.
okay,
It's up to
gotcha.
the district,
Okay, thank you.
but it is an option.
Dave, so the gym floor, it's done? Completely?
No, it's not
Okay.
done. We have to get the new rooftop unit up, so we have total control of the dehumidification and the humidity in there. We're gonna let that run for about a week, the new unit, and then keep checking it with our third-party testing agency. Then we will start the repairs in there. We're not gonna start the repairs in there until we have total control.
Okay.
Just FYI, we're still running the dehumidifiers from the Halco's in there, and we're waiting until the air conditioning is done so it can run, and then we'll pull those out. So that
Probably
there's-
Wednesday, we're anticipating.
There's still some
pulling them out.
containment going on there.
Okay, how much moisture is being pulled out of that gym, do you know?
The last time that I talked to Jeff, and that was 2 weeks ago, they were pulling 20 gallons a day out, but that's been at least 2 weeks. I don't know what it is lately. I have to ask Jeff, I'm sorry.
This morning it was 16%, so we're way under the threshold. There was, and I'll bring it up, there was a little bit of moisture coming through the wall. We took the siding off, put some vapor barrier on there, and the numbers went way down. Now, we did have one rain event last week, the numbers did spike. The siding is going back on tomorrow. But we're still under the threshold.
Dave, just from a punch list standpoint, then how long from when Hank looks at the punch, I mean, do we have an idea when everything will be wrapped up even punch list wise? I mean, how long does that
Yeah, I'm
typically take?
anticipating the next 2 weeks.
Next 2
As soon
weeks?
as the gym's done. And I have the signed off itemized items per phase that I can get you guys. It's just now that everything goes into Procore, with the closeout documents, that's part of it. We
Okay.
collect all those.
The water on the wall though, how does that not become a bigger problem down the road? I'm trying to understand the water you're saying that's coming down the wall that's causing the moisture to spike. Is that not gonna be a problem down the road, or how's that?
I can give you a quick synopsis.
Are
You
you-
got a masonry wall, they put a trowel-on, sprayed-on vapor barrier, then there's the metal siding goes on there. That siding is a wet system. Water is allowed to get in that siding and come down. There's weep holes in the bottom of the brick that water will work its
Can
way
escape
out.
through, okay.
Okay, it's not really a leak, it's just some moisture gathering in there. And the moisture was gathering on the walls. We've never had water penetrate, flaking the paint off, or never had water laying on the floor per se, but there's been moisture in the wall.
So if we have air moving in there from the
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
That's-
thank you.
And we've been monitoring it. Any other questions?
Anything else? Okay, thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay, building and grounds, fencing donation. Danielle, you were leading this, so go ahead and take it up.
Well, I had requested a mock-up of how the fence would look, and I think Dan Pajak sent everybody that drawing.
Oh, where it was going?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that was our big question, right? Like, where is it gonna physically be located?
yeah.
And then I saw that Coach is here this week, so I don't know if you guys have more questions that he could answer? Because I didn't really head it up, I just knew what was happening, so I kinda just emailed the right people to get this.
Yeah, I do have a couple other questions. I'm all for this fencing, but I see that there are some higher posts in
Yes.
there. Where will those be
They
located?
will go directly behind the field goal posts, so when we kick field goals, the balls don't get ruined and
Okay.
cars don't get hit. So we're gonna
So
put,
the close post or the,
it'll be on this parking lot side.
okay,
So there's gonna be 20-foot poles going up. And then the plan is, I'm going to get a mesh netting with a Colt logo on it, our national Colt logo, that will be there, which will really make this facility look beautiful.
Another thing that I would want, like I said, I'm all for this fencing, but I would like the installation details after it's put in so that we have a record of how far those posts are embedded, where all the posts are located, because otherwise it gets lost. We've had things get lost around here before, and I'd like to avoid that this time. So I wanna see what goes in, how it goes in.
Well, I'm assuming this is gonna be permitted? Is this do we have to, is it permitted in the borough?
Well, I know that when I talked to the contractor, he said he takes care of all of that.
Okay,
It's nothing.
he'd have, right, maybe.
He would get the
still
permit.
Yeah.
When I talked to him,
So
I
there's
asked
probably
about
something has to
that.
be submitted with all that, I'm assuming, right, usually?
It looked like from the
It's
quote
in
it
a
was
row.
cemented in there.
And I think in the quote, and I don't know if you guys looked at the quote, I haven't looked at it for a couple of months now.
I know.
I mean, all the details are in there as far as how far the spacing is going to be
Yeah.
and all of that. I think that was in the detailed quote, I believe.
I saw it.
Oh, my.
But if it's not, I'm sure I can get that information if that's what you need.
That's a great idea, because
Yeah,
The logo.
it's like having your floor plan and stuff after your house is built, so you know where everything's laid.
everything is,
Yeah.
yes. Did you say that you assume that all the posts are gonna be cemented in? Who said, someone said that.
I think it's on that quote there, when I was reading it before I came here, they had a quote there for like 26,000 for it, and he broke it down.
Yeah, it was all in there, and like I said, I haven't looked at this for like the detailed quote for a while, but like I said, he said he would treat this job as if he was doing an industrial building, like so. However he would do a factory or whatever, that's how he would handle this job.
Yeah,
So the fencing is a higher grade fencing, it's not like a fencing that you would get like in Lowe's or something like that, it's an industrial grade. It's plastic coated, it's gonna last a long time, it's not gonna rust, it's black. So it matches the school aesthetics, and it's just something that's gonna be done very well.
Nice.
like I said, I would like to see as-built and, with all the details on. Just because we need it for a record here.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be a problem.
Okay.
But we had some questions last time about how far that fencing was gonna go. Didn't we say something about going further than what that did?
It's right there on the drawing.
Did you
Yeah, I
see
know,
that?
but I thought it was gonna go around the whole place there, around your back. I don't know, I just thought somebody brought it up the last time we were here in the meeting. Okay.
That would be nice to go around the back, I couldn't find the funding to do that, that's as much
Yeah.
funding as I can get.
This is what they can
We'll put it
fund.
on for the vote.
Okay.
Put it on for the vote then. Can you attach the drawing and the spec sheet with it?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Does she want this?
Okay, business finance, the high jump mats. Dan Pajek had asked about, or someone asked about, I think it was Dan,
Yeah.
about donating these mats to a school, since we're getting new ones, so. Did you guys all get that chain of emails? Yep. Okay, so then we'll move right to the motion then. Be resolved, the Board of Education approves the sale of the high jump mats for blank to the Belleville Mennonite School. The sale will be as is, where it is. A donation of the old or we'll donate the high jump mats. I think before we put something in that thing, we should discuss whether we just donate them, give them to them, or sell them. I don't care what we do with them, I think we should just give them to them.
It's going to
That's my
another school,
opinion.
I would just give it to them, you know.
I'm
stuff like
okay
that.
with that too.
Yeah, I'm okay
Let's go.
And we know they're not worth a significant amount of money. Okay, that's all.
Who else is gonna take them?
Right, no, I just mean like it would be just for the matter of putting something down
And if they don't
there.
have any, like, better, good luck. You guys good with giving them to them or no?
Yes.
Yeah, They don't take any of our funding, unlike a charter school, so I think anything we
Yeah,
can do to
I
help
remember
them
you
out.
said that, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
That's great.
So then be resolved, the Board of Education approves the donation of the high jump mats, the old ones, to the Belleville Mennonite School, who must make arrangements with the athletic director to pick up the mats at their or our earliest convenience. I'll make the motion. Mrs. Carol Lieb, seconds it. Anybody have any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Motion carries.
7-0. No, 8-0. Thanks, Carol. All right, nothing for curriculum and legislation, policy development, school resource officer agreement, discuss the 2025 school resource officer agreement. I think we're gonna hold that for executive session since it's a contractual thing, okay? And then open for review, the policy 626 for federal fiscal compliance. We discuss this policy, and this is the first reading, open for review. And I think this because we have to do this at this time. It's like, it's up for renewal or something like that.
I think there were some changes made to it pursuant to new federal guidelines, and the changes are highlighted in black. It's a really long policy.
You guys can read that when you're,
Yeah,
you know,
I was going
losing
to,
sleep, so.
I was gonna suggest I can fill
Trust
in the optional choices and send that to Karen, and she
Better
can
than
send it
count
to the
sheet.
board. There's a lot of, there's choices we have to make in that.
Okay, we'll put it on for the regular meeting for the second reading and vote on that thing, okay? Okay, maintenance worker, be resolved, the Board of Education approves hiring Edward Novella as an 8-hour maintenance worker at a salary of $18 per hour, beginning immediately with benefits outlined in the Northern Cambria Education Support Personnel Association bargaining agreement. I'll make the motion for that.
Second.
Mr. Tom Bender, questions or comments? I do have one. I wanted to make sure that Alan was involved in the interview process with that, not just the maintenance guy, and he said that he was. And also, Brandon, is it okay to be hiring somebody right now?
Yeah.
Because it says, I mean, did they pass the state budget yet?
No.
Just because we have borrowed money doesn't mean we have money to spend on stuff like this. So I'm reverting to you, is it okay to do this?
I would think we'd be fine.
Okay. That's the only questions I have. Anybody else?
If I could just add, I did interview Mr. Novella. He has an engineering degree. I think he's really, really exceptionally well qualified, very soft-spoken gentleman. I think he'll be a good add to the district if we can get him.
So is there two of these positions we approved at one point? So this is one of the two?
Yes.
What's going on with the other one right now too also? Is it being advertised for, or is it just basically?
It's already filled.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one's already filled?
Yeah, Carrie Smith.
Carrie Smith's in that position.
So we already have one in that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is the second one.
Okay.
No more. Done, finished.
Yeah, okay. I just,
I know.
yeah, from a budget standpoint, I just would have been concerned if we filled two after youth.
I mean, have we had done a study on how much work we have versus how many people we have to do it, or why it's not getting done faster, why we need another person? I'm not opposed to hiring another good person, but do we have a validated need, a measurable
The main thing, as I understood it, ma'am, and I don't have any numbers for this, but I could work with Brand, and I think we could get it, was that prior to having these two, one of the things about these two positions is they're able to come in weekends and it's not overtime, we can change their assignment hours, whereas with the other custodians, we can't do that. And we have so many chances over the winter where we need to have a coal boiler checked or something like that. These guys can do it without incurring a ton of overtime.
Okay, if that's the case, then that would be great.
Karen, did you have something?
It's just that Mrs. Weining's just retired also, so it's, that position's
Okay.
vacant.
Okay,
Okay, that's good to know.
thank you.
She wasn't maintenance though.
She wasn't maintenance, but that position wasn't filled, so the money
Yeah,
is
okay,
budgeted.
yeah, okay. And her position wasn't filled yet either, right? Right, okay.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. Since it's a hiring, we'll go, roll call.
Mr. Bender,
Yes.
Mrs. Hoover,
Yes.
Dr. Krug,
Yes.
Mrs. Krug,
Yes.
Mrs. Lieb,
Yes.
Mr. Rocco.
Yep.
Mr. Basil,
Yes,
Mr. Westrick,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right, be resolved, Board of Education hires Carly Kirsch at step one at a salary of $36,000 as an elementary teacher with the initial assignment of the 5th and 6th grades, teaching social studies. I'll make that motion for that. Okay, I didn't hear who was first there. Mrs. Danielle Hoover.
Happy to second.
Second. I also asked, Mr. Allen to be involved in this one too, and he said he was along with Joy. Yeah.
We interviewed her, very well qualified, very inexperienced, but she's certainly very motivated to work for Northern Cambria specifically. And I think she'll be, another one is a really good add to our staff with a little bit of mentoring. She's gonna be an outstanding teacher, I think.
Carly's good.
Agreed.
Okay,
I have one
go ahead,
comment. And this, this hiree is going to completely replace the teacher who just left, correct?
Yes,
In all of those classes?
yes.
Okay.
everybody good?
step one's still 36,000, huh? I don't know, I was thinking it was like 59 or something. Thought it was still-
Okay, since we seem to be all together, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Motion carries.
Okay, the Ignite substitute list is in front of you. So be resolved, Board of Education approves the following additions to the professional substitute list for the 25-26 school year. You can read them for yourself. I'll make the motion.
Second.
Mr. Tom Rodgay was on the ball with that one. Okay, any questions or comments?
As
Oh.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, no, go ahead.
As I usually do, I wanna stipulate that the younger folks here who are still in college remain in our elementary area so that they're not teaching in the high school level, because I just feel those are too close in age to our high school students. I know we have some young ones in there.
Yeah, good point.
That's not always possible when they're secondary certified only though.
So I
Just
feel
say
like
that.
it's,
I know, but it's not really our current, I understand the concern,
but if these folks are still in school, then they're not necessarily certified in anything just yet. They're still in college, so they're not secondary certified, they're emergency substitutes. So I would ask that we don't place them in our high school substitutions, we keep them in the elementary area, because they're like 3 years older than the kids they're teaching, maybe, you know.
Fair point.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Motion carries.
Okay, nothing on staff development. Fundraiser, 25-26 fundraiser, you can read it in front of you. I'm not gonna read that.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Tom Rocca,
I'll second
Mr. Tom Bender. Nice. Okay. I was giving the chair a chance to make the motion, sorry about that. So, any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Motion carries.
All right, use of facilities and waiver of fees. Discuss a request from the PTO to have a family dance and waiver of fees in the elementary students on Friday, November 22nd, in 25, in the elementary, junior, senior high school cafeteria. Put that on for a vote? Okay, go ahead and put that on for a vote. Okay, bus driver approval be resolved, Board of Education discuss and approve the following bus drivers for the 25-26 school year. You can read the folks in front of you. Mr. Tom Bender makes the motion.
Second.
Mr. Tom Rocco will second it. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Anybody opposed?
Motion carries.
Okay, the athletics, couple discussion items. I asked to have these discussion first because they're brand new items and not be voted on tonight, because it's not really time sensitive. I know it takes a little bit of time, but one voting meeting is gonna be a problem. I mean, I see no problem with doing all these things. It's basically the same school, football and soccer. Football comes here, we go to soccer. I think that's what that was, when Pajek said that. Okay? Should we put them on for a vote, guys? Do a poll?
How does this benefit Northern Cambria?
Public relations. No, actually, it allows more opportunity for kids, that's all.
We currently don't have
Bishop-
soccer, right?
Well, we had it, but, yeah,
So-
it gives them a chance.
Our
to
kids
play.
could go there
Our
and play
kids go to
soccer.
soccer and their kids come to football.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I think right now, football's going to McCourt,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
yeah, so,
It doesn't affect our classification, so,
yeah.
Yeah, that was my only concern, but talked to Dan, and he said it does not.
It won't.
yeah.
Yeah, it won't. It's just more opportunity, you know. So, put on for vote?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, be resolved, the Board of Education approves the following assistant coach for the 25-26 school year, Gabrielle Lagares for the junior high basketball coach for the year at $3,400. I'll make the motion for that. Danielle Hoover will second it. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Anybody opposed?
Motion carries.
Hi, folks, we're gonna have to go into executive session for a couple items. We'll have no voting when we come out, so you guys are welcome to do whatever you want. And we'll see you next time if you don't stay around. So be it resolved, Board of Education will enter an executive session at 6:27 PM to discuss litigation, contract, students, and personnel. I'll make the motion.
Second.
Carol Lee will second it since her hand was up. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Anybody opposed?